Check it out. It's Mr. Royce Media coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about my big homie, Big Brittney Cooper. So, Big Brittney Cooper is back in the news again. Apparently, she decided to waddle off the porch and call for a sex strike against all black men who vote for Donald Trump. This is the same Brittney Cooper who said obesity among black women is because of racism, because of racist Trump policies. You know, now, when you look at the thumbnail, Big Brittney didn't just get like this in the last 4 years. That's not something that happens over 4 years. I would bet my bottom dollar that Big Brittney Cooper has been big for a long time. But I digress. Anyway, Big Brittney is calling for a sex strike against all black men who are going to vote for Trump. Big Brittney is hailed as an intellectual, and she's a PhD. She's a PhD. Me having a master's degree myself, I know what it takes to get a PhD, and so understanding that, I can't help but wonder if Big Brittney really put any thought into what she said, really did any research into what she's calling for. Because, number one, you know, just dealing with the obvious. Brittney, we can see and hear you. Okay? We can see and hear you. You know, I could end it there, but I won't. Okay? Next. According to blackdemographics.com, black American women outnumber black American men by 2 million. So, guess what? You're not doing anybody any favors. And while they outnumber black American men by 2 million, 68% of them have children. So, I don't think that they're going to do real good at a sex strike. I mean, that's just being honest. You know, they can't wait to have sex and have kids before, after marriage. You know, if they can't wait to do that, what makes you think they're going to stop having sex because you suggested that they stop having sex in order to push an agenda? Secondly, with the amount of black American men that are in the U.S., Brittney seems to forget that black American men do date other women, do date non-black women, do date non-black American women. So you're going to just discount all of the women of other races, all of the women of other ethnicities, and you think you're going to hold that peace leave hostage? You think that's going to work? I say, Brittney, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. On behalf of all the SYSBM brothers, challenge accepted. You know, I mean, it's funny. You don't look at the reality of demographics. You don't look at the reality. You didn't look at the reality of human mating and behavior, human behavior. You know, Again, you're supposed to be an academic, Brittney. You're supposed to know better. You know, I tell you what this is. This is another example of, gynocracy using the vagina to enforce its will, to get its way. You know, thinking that it's the end all and be all. You know, Brittney, you got to understand something. Women outnumber men in the United States and in the world. And guess what? All women have a vagina. Those vaginas pretty much do what yours does. And the younger ones usually do it better. And they look better. You know, you got to ask yourself, Brittney, there's got to be something to why a man who is on his purpose and stuff would rather be with a young 20-year-old girl working at a drive-thru who's nice and decent looking than be with you with your PhD. You know, I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it. But you live in a world of delusion and arrogance. For you to be arrogant enough to say, we're going to stop having sex with you if you vote for Donald Trump. Nobody cares about you like that, Brittney. I mean, nobody, there are very few guys that care. There may be one or two guys that might smash you as a 9-to-5er would somewhat care. You know, and to be honest, I don't think those guys would care much either. You know, it look like, oh, okay, all right, you know, whatever. You know, that's a whole lot of arrogance on your part. You look like a butterball. You look like a butterball on that thumbnail. You got to stop playing these games. You know, some of the stuff that you've been saying is anti-intellectual, but I am not surprised because you've been programmed, not necessarily educated. Your PhD is your certificate of high programming, that you went through all the programming, and not that you've actually thought about things. You know, that you actually pulled things apart and dissected them. You just followed a course of study and completed all the necessary requirements to get your PhD. You know. Anyway, Brittney, stop playing. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. And I'm out.